To episode 250 of Paper Player. I'm your host, Tony, with Jeff and JB. Josh is not here today. You're probably wondering why, if you're watching the live stream, why I did that. It's because the continuity for the camera is why I did it. But, yeah. What's up, dudes?
What's up? Wow. Tell me.
No, Josh is the luckiest of us all. I've opened up.
Are we gonna go back to? Are we gonna go back to talking about what we did for Magic in the week since you played this week?
No.
Okay.
I swear. I told
my birthday this last weekend.
I told you I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Jack shit. I went to Polish Fest.
Shit.
Pretty sick. All right. Well, we ripped our packs. We'll have to stitch that together. Make that. I can't believe Josh hit. But yeah, our show notes. For those of you, I want to talk about old school today. It is something I played over the weekend. I'm not going to talk about my matches, but I do want to talk about the format because I think it's.
Because I played it, so now I want to talk about it.
Yeah, dude.
I played it.
It's pretty unique and
this guy.
It's undiscovered, which is really cool. I thought it was kind of a solid format. It's not.
It's exactly what pre-modern was 4 years ago.
Kinda. Just
a bunch of goobers playing weird decks with old combos and old stuff they liked.
We'll get into it.
Way back when.
Marblehead and errata. Jeff and JB are going to do a 2-card combo contest. And then I would argue that Milwaukee's like the top 10 places to play Magic in the world.
In the world?
It's good.
Why wouldn't it be? I think we have a...
Yeah, top 10 I think is pretty accurate.
I want to say number 1, but I also don't have any...
In the world? No.
I think like Cali or places like that is actually like top. Like they have more local game stars or competitive like
cool
competition. That is a cat butt.
Thanks, homie.
So
get out of here. Beat it, cat.
But we can talk
we'll
about
talk
that
about
when
it
we get
later.
to that point.
Yeah. We'll get into arguments about it. Stupid arguments.
I really do think it's one of the highest, and well, I got some reasons for it. And yeah, but other than that, let's say something nice. Remember this segment? Just say something nice, please, for the community. Say it
for the community.
I am very happy that Fantastic Car might ruin Vintage because it makes me laugh.
I don't think you understand what say something nice. No,
I feel like you're trying to say something nice, but it has a vindictive meaning.
I don't think you know what nice means, dude. I don't think you know.
No, I think that's nice. Yeah.
No, it's not. I mean, it's actually gruesome. It's ruining what Vintage is, or at least what it was embodied. I mean, how many more years are we away from just Vintage being 80% UB?
Right. I mean, it's going to be a long time. There's so many cards that you cannot.
I mean, the Power 9 and then the other cards all can be replaced.
Even then, you still have like Force of Wills are never going to get replaced.
Why?
They're never printing a better Force of Will.
Well, they don't need to print a better Force of Will. They just need to make it obsolete.
That or give it a UB treatment.
I mean, that's what Vexing Bauble kind of did, and people said this sucks, and they turned it into a one of. They limited it to one.
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying is they're never going to let things like that die in that format.
I mean, you never know. At some point,
Flusterstorm is one of the better counter spells for the format, and that's newer. You know, so
but that's not UB.
Like
it's not UB. Just saying.
It has UB art, doesn't it?
Yeah,
probably.
Well,
that I don't mind if you reskin the card. That does not bother me. It's when there's a unique card like the One Ring you have to play because it's so good in shops. It's disgusting in shops that, you know, you should be playing 4 copies of the One Ring.
Right.
So.
Something nice. There you go. I said it.
Okay. All right.
Jeff, go ahead.
I don't know, man. I really appreciate the community for Magic in general. When I was at the RC a couple weeks ago in DC. I'm so used to like back in the day going to big tournaments and the kind of people you'd run into and the like
it's all grinders, baby.
The boys club kind of feel it had, but now, man, everyone's just so friendly and like even when you're playing for big stakes, like people do get salty, don't get me wrong, but like people are a lot lot more friendly nowadays, man. And like seeing that many people play standard gives me hope for like competitive Magic because like people talk about standard being dead, but I sat in a room with 2,200 people playing standard.
Yeah, I mean it's still here, right there.
Yeah,
There's an itch to scratch, and you know, Commander is the focal point of Magic, but you still can play a lot of not Magic. That is,
I will say by the way,
Commander.
the command zone pretty empty at the RC. Like they had a command zone and everything, and it was surprisingly like not very filled.
Yeah, it's. I would be surprised because you kind of for those if you're aspiring for the pro tour, you as the kids would say have to lock in. You really have to kind of dedicate yourself to.
As the kids would say.
They do. That's their thing. They say you have to lock it in or lock in. You really have to dedicate yourself because it seems weird because the crowds are getting smaller, but the people that are invested, that small crowd, is probably a higher caliber of player than all of 2010 players.
I mean, isn't that kind of what happens to competitive formats that slowly die out? And I don't want to say die out meaning like I think it's gonna die tomorrow, but like you think about any online game like that where who's playing Overwatch 2 is out, but you know what I'm saying? Like after the first year playing Overwatch, all the bad guys, all the people who are terrible at the game stopped playing, and it was like you were just playing against people who were mostly really good at it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I can't, as a casual player, I can't hang with these people ever.
Yeah, that's fair.
In any format.
Yeah, that's good, man. I'm glad RC still exists, and I gotta say the vintage or eternal that is not Commander community I think is arguably one of the best because they're pretty welcoming.
Dedicated to the game, baby. We're
Yeah.
gonna play forever.
Kind of have to
Start
be
for
if you
life.
think about it, because if you're not, like your format is actually going to
Yeah,
die.
if anybody who's trying out your format, you got to brainwash them into getting $70 of Vandalions.
So
Well,
wild.
okay, that's one thing I'll say. I think I've said it before, but we're rehashing it. I am glad that the Milwaukee scene is most are very open to proxy,
Yeah, that's fair.
which makes it very easy to play whatever you want and change decks all the time. I go to Legacy Nights with a new deck every week. I never, and I own a good chunk of the cards,
Yeah.
but I don't own all of them,
Like
and I
you-
don't want to buy all of them. So like, if I want to play an LED deck, I don't have to own $800 LEDs
Or 4 candelabras or whatever.
or yeah, 4 candelabras for the new version of Mono Brown.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is that the
that's
one that runs sewer cam?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, it doesn't? It doesn't use it to untap Tabernacle? Or, sorry, not Tabernacle. Candelabra.
No, Sewer Cam can only untap creatures, dude.
Oh, I thought it was permanent.
I thought it was permanence.
Sure, it's a creature only.
Mm-hmm.
You double check.
I am.
Fact check me.
It might even be non-land, but
Yeah. You mean untap creature.
That's what I thought.
Nice.
Come on now. I played the card enough.
Yeah, I mean, but you played probably a Japanese version, so I wouldn't,
Nope. I don't have Japanese of that yet.
Oh, hard one. All right.
But yeah, I'm very happy that we can do proxying around here, and it's pretty openly friendly for like as long as you're not trying to be a scumbag with them. It's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah,
Yeah, don't try to game the system, but
please don't.
if you have to proxy 75 cards, it is what it is. But it's like, dude, it's obnoxious. I don't know. So
Oh, like that? I don't care. You can proxy your whole deck. You can proxy basic lands. I don't care.
that's fucking wild. Come on.
honestly, it's probably better because then everything's a proxy, so there's no difference between like card texture or like thickness or like.
Yeah, that's fair. But I guess before we get into the old school Magic, Marvel had to do an errata, day 0. Thankfully, this isn't in the main set, but Killmonger, Ruthless Usurper, which is red, 2, 3/3, legendary creature, human villain, trample whenever Killmonger attacks. He gets +1/+0 for each artifact defending player controls. So it's missing a clause there. The other text is not relevant. The day 0 errata is it's supposed to have the until end of turn clause.
So I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. Did you
What?
say usurper? Isn't it usurper?
Yeah, I'm sorry, usurper.
Up, sir.
Yeah, up
Um,
surfer.
Would this card be that busted if it wasn't until end of turn? I don't think
I
so.
don't think
I
so
wouldn't say
either.
busted, but it would be
It'd be better.
way better.
It's just a
Sure,
hard
but it
thing
wouldn't be
to.
amazing.
It's a hard thing to track. That's like it goes into the territory of what is it called?
I mean, you just do a dice to represent +1, +0.
Yeah, but they're not counters, so you can't remove them. Like it's one of those like it could be an arena card.
It's kind of like keeping track of Goif.
Yeah, but Goif's a static ability. You can check it all the time. This, you're like, attack for 6. Okay, then you put a 6 counter on it. And then you attack again. You're like, I got to put 8 more counters on it. But they're not counters, so you can't remove them. And you can't proliferate them. There's not like a good way to like. It is totally. They
Dice
could.
are just notating it.
Yeah. Yeah. This is like an arena card. What is it called? Can't remember the name of
Like
them.
alchemy.
Yeah, like alchemy card where it's like got like perplex or one of those weird abilities. What's the one that's like where you can have abilities perpetual? Yeah, whereas like things exist in your hand or things on the field. Like that's one of the things that like digital card games can do because you can't cheat. You know, you can't be like I drew this on turn 1, therefore it's been 7 turns in a row, and now this effect is 7x because it's been in my hand. Where it's like in a physical card game, there's no way to like track it between players. You know.
You know, there's an uncard that does that.
While it's in your hand?
Many years ago. It counts number of turns, and then it has power equal to number of turns.
Well, that's like a game thing you can
different,
click.
yeah.
Like I'm saying,
right.
like there's cards that are like it gets +1/+0 for each turn. It's specifically in your hand, and you're like, well, you can tell your opponent, you know, you top deck this. This has been in my hand for 13 turns.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way for them to
get what you
verify
mean by
it.
that.
Yeah.
Sure, there's certain things like that, but there are cards that are like turn-based and all that in the arena stuff.
All right. So I don't know if you guys are familiar at all with old school.
Yes.
It is like old man, angry man format. I'm going to say a little piece about it, but old school is essentially from alpha through the dark, and then there are some variants that allow fallen empires. The original like old school was the Swedish version, which does not allow mana burn, fallen empires. It's very funny because I want this to be one unified format, but it's probably more emblematic of old school Magic because when you would go from store to store, things were probably a lot different from store to store versus being standardized.
And on top of that, the rule books, yes, the rules were pretty well written out, but there were still things that were left up to interpretation way back when, and people would misinterpret rules all the time. So you'd have like little play groups that would play at stores that were not. They weren't your typical local game store. It was like a board game plus RPG store.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't a card game store. So it was like, oh yeah, we're just going to play this card game on the side. So you have all these little weird rules that come up because people are like, you know what? Maybe having 4 strip mines in everyone's deck is not fun. Let's not allow that at this store.
Yeah. So there are 5 different old school Magic formats, unlike pre-modern, which is like a singular agreed upon format. And it's what makes that fun is it's really hard to find deck lists like that are like, oh, this is a deck list from a Swedish version. It's like, okay, what does the format look like when you can play 4 strip mines? And that's like one of the biggest things, or plague rats or time vaults or you name it. You can do all sorts of random stuff. And all 5 of them have little things that are a little bit different. They all agree that anti-cards are banned, but there are, like, someone was at the tournament playing Turbo Shahrazad. So they had 4 Shahrazad in their deck, and all they were doing is just see how many games of Shahrazad they could play.
Yeah, it's called Red White Shahrazad Aggro.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's
Shout out, Adam. Yeah, great job. Keep it up. I love Shahrazad. I've always wanted to play the card. I've talked about it for
Power
Tony
9
knows.
banned?
No, it's not. You can play Power 9.
Yeah. There's they're limited to 1. So the Power 9's limited to 1. You got Balance Brain Geyser because it's too good to combo
Channel,
with.
Cast, or Demonic Tutor Library, Mana Drain, Mind Twist, Regrowth, Soul Ring, Wheel of Fortune, and then all of the Power 9. So.
Yep, which makes sense. It's a bunch of draw a lot of cards, take a lot of game actions, stuff like that.
So I was
limited.
So I was like, when I first was started playing, I was like pretty like, oh, I think this should be a 1 strip mine format. And then someone said something to me that was like, all right, I'm on 4 strip mines. And I was like, oh, because I'm just talking to people and like, oh yeah, what do you think about the format? And I was like, I think you should be down to like 1 strip mine to kind of like let the flavor of the format grow. They're like, yeah, but then we'd have to admit that we were weak. And I was like, all right, you're right. I'm not weak. I'm playing. I want to play 4 strip mine. So
with having 0 actual real, well, I played a little bit of the Eternal Central is the name of the one that we have in our area, EC. I think 4 strip mine lets aggro decks breathe a bit.
yeah, the control's kind of a problem because it's really hard to get double blue.
Yep, when you're getting strip mined out of the game, it's really hard to try and cast really good cards unless you have a Lotus or a Sapphire. So I feel like it opens up aggro decks to just be a little bit better and enough of a push to make the format a little more varied. But that's coming from a very limited perspective. So take my words with a grain of salt.
So it's interesting because there's a lot of things I didn't know. Like I had no concept of what was acceptable as far as like what was playable. You think like Sanger Vampire, Shivan Dragon, and Sarah Angel are good cards. I don't think they are. I would never play them again. I did play 2 Sarah Angel, but I wouldn't play any of those cards again. I think people think of old Magic as those cards being really good, but that was also during a time where there was no internet, and people weren't very good at deck building, and you just played what you had. Some people didn't, like I want to play my mono red deck, but I only own 9 mountains, so I have to play 9 mountains and 10 swamps or whatever because that's just the way it is. Like that's just what you had. So now with like the information age and all the access that we have to it, you can kind of you know what's in the set. I don't even know how people found out how many cards existed in alpha beta. Like how did that exist in the 90s? But we know now. But yeah,
wasn't the magazine out then that released the set list
for alpha and beta?
98.
Yeah.
No, that was like 94.
Was
for
it?
Skyfall?
The format's
Sky?
93, 94.
No, I understand.
No, he's saying the magazine to let you know what the card catalog was.
Oh, sure. But they didn't show all the cards, I don't think. You had to fact check me on that, but they would just be like, here's the prices of cards, and you would just be like, what is this dragon? Yeah. So
is there a burn deck in the format?
There's counter burn. You can play
blue red.
Yeah, you play 4 chain lightnings, 4 lightning bolts, and then 4 sonic blast.
That's the blue bolt, isn't it?
It's 4 damage and 2 to yourself for 3 mana, which is really good.
Good card.
It is really good. Yeah. City in a Bottle is really funny. It's like the most ultra hate card. It's just a card that says destroy all things that were originally printed in Arabian Nights, and then also you cannot play cards from Arabian Nights. So
yep, you cannot cast them.
You can't play City of Brass. You can't play it.
It's so funny to me.
It's like a one of sideboard card because a lot of the Jins are really good in that format. Right. Yeah, it's a
Shahrazad from that set.
Yes. Yeah, but that's a sorcery. But I think City in the Bottle would probably stop that.
Yes, right? It would.
So, very interesting, dude. It's kind of a wild west because what I like saw around the tables is like nothing that was emblematic of what was going on like in the online meta, and I was like, this is cool because it's like every round is like something new,
People are just playing goofy bullshit they like.
Yeah, like I mean,
all right, Tony. Oh my God, what is the name of the card?
Thunder Spirit?
No, have you ever heard of Word of Command?
No.
The one that changes.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, those are not the commands, but yeah, those are laces.
No, not lace. 2 black, instant. When you cast it, you look at your opponent's hand, and you can cast a card from it, paying with mana they can produce from their lands. So you can tap lands to produce mana to pay for cards.
Like their cards?
Yes. And then if they have a resolution effect, like opponent's X player draws cards, you choose the player. Would that work at all? do you think with the games that you played, do you think you could ever see yourself in a situation where like someone had a brain geyser in hand and you could have cast it on their main
Yeah,
phase?
for sure. Because like ancestral targets, right?
Well, but the problem is that's an instant speed card and could be played in response to
Yeah, that's
you
fair.
casting, because you don't have split second in this format or something.
Yeah, but
No.
why would you play Ancestral Recall in response to Word of Command, just giving your opponent more cards to look at and possibly play?
Well, then you can.
True.
Yeah, it's either. Yeah, there's It's a good question. I don't know. I didn't know the card existed. Yeah.
It is such a stupid card, and I want to play like 2 to 4 of it in a deck. I was trying to build an old school deck because I
Yeah.
was planning on going on Saturday, but I had some plans come up that I had to, go do something else.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm like, how can I jam 2 to 4 of these into a deck I want to play?
For sure. Yeah, I think.
This is such a weird timing, and timing restrictions on cards don't matter. So if you do it in their upkeep or post draw, you can actually cast sorcery cards or creatures during that point. It's very weird.
Why? I wonder why they do that.
It's such a crazy card. I love it.
That is bizarre. Yeah. They also do this thing where I think they do this all the time, where everybody brings a card to the table, and everybody's like brought an old school card, and on mine I didn't. I brought Wooly Thoktar. They just told me to bring a card to
this
get.
guy.
I was like,
I
no.
like how there's a Black Lotus.
Yeah,
It's probably a proxy.
there's no way someone's just letting that
Let's
go
be
down.
real.
To
The Mazeth might be real.
this one, mazes, the Chronicle mazes aren't that crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think like Mazeth is probably real. The Strip Mine for sure. The Rack for sure.
Beta Bolt. Oh my god.
Yeah, but
Beta Bolt
everybody
for sure real.
Yeah, so what the thing is everybody that played in the tournament puts a card on the table, and then everybody goes around signing it, and then it's kind of like a brotherhood thing, like hey,
Right.
we all play at this tournament together, and then you kind of keep that, and then there's the stamps, and it's really neat. The tournament also offered like bounties or achievements, like who could have the highest chaos orb flip, which I thought was cool. So like people were attempting to go like 3 feet, 4 feet high. To do chaos orb flips, and if you got the highest one, you got like a cool card that was like art related. There was like a Mind Twist achievement. There was another achievement that you killed somebody with Ancestral Recall, or it made them draw their deck, stuff like that. I thought there was like fun side games, and one of my favorite things about this old school format is there are no draws. You cannot draw. A game cannot go to time. When
I love it.
Yeah, when a game ends and you've played out your 5 turns and nobody's declared the winner, you go to a orb flip off where you each have a chaos orb and you flip until somebody misses the target. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah,
I like that.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, so a lot of fun things. I will definitely be playing it again. And actually,
Now you're starting to understand what Magic is about, dude.
oh yeah,
This is it.
yeah, that I really enjoyed that format a lot because I think that is exactly the pace of Magic where it's like, yes, I got triple Hymn to Turok, and yes, I got Mind Twisted, but I was like, so what? I almost won those games anyway, so I just played like Turbo and Savannah Lions and said, blah,
Yeah, and said, all right, answer this or die.
Yeah, they're like, all right, Hymn to
Hope
Turok.
you
I'm
got
like,
a
whatever.
swords or something. Go ahead and discard all my
Yeah.
cards. I don't care.
Armageddon, I had a feel bad on. I was 3 creatures up to their 1. I played Armageddon, and then they drew a Badlands off the top, but then they were Hellbent, which had a Sedge Troll. If you don't know what that card is, it's a 2/2 that if you control a swamp, it gets +1/+1, and then it has black to regenerate. So, and then they drew a lightning.
Baby.
And they drew a lightning bolt right off the top after that.
Ha.
And then
Rude.
proceeded to draw 3 additional lands. And then I drew 0 lands. And they then Mind Twisted me for the rest of my hand. And I was just like, that'll teach me to
Hey,
play
man.
Armageddon.
I was about to say, sometimes you lose to your own Armageddon. It happens to all of us.
Yeah,
Take it from a guy who played it in pre-modern.
It's brutal. You're like, oh man, when you're in a winning position, you're just like, all right, I got this game locked up. I was wrong. So goddamn wrong. But no, it was super cool, dude. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna always bring. I think my theme is just I'm gonna bring a Shards of Alara card to be signed every single time to get foil. So eventually I'll play enough of these tournaments where I'll have the entire foil set of Shards of Alara and have it all signed by different people. So
You're crazy.
why not?
Did you play Chaos Orb?
No, I should have. I should have played Chaos Orb. I do got to practice my my Chaos Orb flips. There's something.
Flip.
Yeah, there's one thing I'm like skeptical for the format about that I would like want to call out. I know there are Power 9 cards, and you have every reason to triple sleeve your sleeves. When you triple sleeve a card, the weight is a lot easier for it to flip and be more direct because it's just gravity and density, whatever you want to call it. I think that's kind of not cool with Chaos Orb because I think Chaos Orb should be like a double sleeve at max. But even then, like,
I think if you play Chaos Orb, you should just take a token, like an unsleeved token, and use it.
yeah, I think I would be like
You think
cool.
you could
with
handle a Chaos Orb flip? I couldn't. I
Yeah.
can tell you that much.
Well, you'd have to practice it, right? And like, I didn't play it because like none of the lists I had wanted to play it. And
full
then
flip, right? 1 foot full flip.
It's got to do a full 360. Yeah,
Damn, that's tough.
it is. I saw different techniques on it. I think you just got to practice it, and then you'll get used to it. Chaos Orb is a great card. 2 mana,
Just start flipping it
Yeah,
with my thumb.
yeah. But it was like a little heartbreaking in the sense that like I played Sarah Angel in my deck, and I thought it was gonna be so good. Never casted it once. Maybe it was because it was a 4-strip mine format, but also like the removal's kind of good. Like people play Swords of Plowshares and Psionic Blast, which are just cards that clown on that specifically. Yeah. And
Psionic Blast is good.
I had a lot of fun searching for the deck. I got it within 24 hours. Like I had to go find it in 24 hours. So,
But now you got a good chunk.
yeah,
Good start.
I have everything except the power, so it's like we're good. Like I spent the money on the Thunder Spirits, which I like that card a lot. Which someone played at Urborg. If you don't know what Urborg does, it's not the one that you think of from Time Spiral.
Yeah, not the land.
Well, it is a land. Urborg is a land.
Sure, not the land that makes all swamps.
Yeah, it taps for a black, and then also target creature loses first strike, which is really funny.
I got him.
Pretty good.
It's really fucking funny. You're like, what does that do? You're like, oh yeah, my white knights lose first strike, which doesn't matter in like the mono black versus white knight, which is a lot of that format. Also, I mean, if you play pre-modern, you know that there's a lot of old hate cards, dude. The old, like the way they printed cards were just so like Red Elemental Blast and Blue Elemental Blast are obviously like the famous ones, right? Those are really big and really well known hate cards. However, like, do you know what Gloom does?
Well, I mean, let's be real. You've already named one of the craziest ones.
What?
City in a Bottle is like insanity.
Yeah, that is
Such a crazy card. It swings games so much sometimes.
Yeah, that's why like I think it's like so
Unreal.
It's so critical to play like a Chaos Orb so you can get out of that. Chaos Orb is like, oh, you played your crazy sideboard hate card. I can stop that with the Chaos Orb. I just got to make sure I land my flip. And it's colorless, so like there's no protection that gets around it. So I think that's really neat. And then the last thing.
What does Gloom do?
Gloom is an enchantment that makes white spells cost 3 more.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, just like playing Chill.
Yeah, Gloom.
Yep. Chill, Gloom.
It's all it's just all white
Gloom's
spells
a good
and
card,
activated
man.
abilities of white enchantments cost 3 more, so you can't like cop red people out of stuff. So that's a pretty neat card.
Circle of Protection's a good card, it turns out.
There's a lot of
having a way to shut it off is nice.
Yeah, it's just fun. Balance is legal in that format. Armageddon. Yeah, you can play with some of the ban cards, like you can play Invoke Prejudice and Crusade. Like that's not the nicest thing, but they exist, so you're allowed to play them because that was emblematic of that time. Crusade's not very good either. I found that out. I would just not play it the next time. Even though it seems like it would be something good, it's just not
And
that
a short
great.
is so cool.
And it's just 3 mana. Your creatures get +1/+1.
You're thinking of Glorious Anthem. Crusade is all white creatures, so it's dual-sided. So if you play against another white deck, their creatures also get it. Or if people are playing Sarah Angel, they get that too. So Crusade is not something exactly that you want.
Yeah, it's not very strong.
My favorite play of the day was no lands, turn 1 Black Lotus, Savannah Lion, land tax, go.
I got him.
So good, land tax.
I was like, land tax? I was like, I'm not even going to play Idle Land. I was like, I'm not playing it. You play it.
I love it.
Yeah. So
Mana Drain's legal too, yeah.
Yeah, but Mana Burn exists, so like there are. I
Can't
mean,
be too wild with it.
if you just like go and look at old school decks, it's pretty interesting. The hard part about old school, and this is why like some cards are more expensive, you have to have the printings from that era. You cannot have a new Savannah Lions. You cannot have a new like an Eternal Masters.
There's a rule for it. If it's got old border with the old art,
it's got to be
okay.
Yeah. Sonic Blast is like the only one that gets around that. Yeah, Sonic Blast.
Couple.
Yeah.
I bet you Savannah Lion has a reprint that's old border and also new
No,
with the same art.
it does not. Like, it has like 7th edition printings, which is different. It's got 8th edition, 9th edition. Obviously, those are all different. Those aren't the original Savannah Line. The Savannah Line, it's like, yeah, but you can play the Time Spiral, time shifted Sonic Blast. They're $6 because they're legal in that format because you can actually get them where you don't have to get unlimited editions because they don't come in revised apparently. So pretty fascinating. Even though the unlimited edition is, I'm actually looking to like get all the cool old versions of this stuff. I know it seems like stupid, but
Not really.
Whatever you want, man.
within
Your
24
money,
hours,
your
I
cards.
it was like, how much did your Savannah Lions cost me? And they're like $76. Like, what? You paid $19 for it? And I was like, no, 3 of them were $2 and the other one was $70. That's why.
Why were 3 of them $2?
Because they're a white border, and they only
And
had
the
the
last
fourth one was
was
FBB, foreign black border.
okay. What language? Italian?
No, it was Chinese, I think.
Nope, can't be.
It was Asian of some sort. I don't think it was Japanese.
Let me see the picture of your thing. I'll tell you.
Oh,
No. I meant the picture you took of your deck.
Oh, sure, yeah, for sure.
Goober.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I'll tell you in a second. Zoom in.
Thanks, buddy.
I need you to zoom
I can't go anymore.
Enhance.
I am trying to.
Enhance.
But isn't it like Alt F10 or
Open image in new tab.
or Alt F?
Right click.
I can't go it. Here, here's what I
Right
can
click.
do. What I can do.
No. Listen.
Bro, JB, it's on your phone.
This isn't helping.
I just want to make this way harder. And
Let me just do this.
right
This
click. Open image in new tab.
I got you, bro.
Okay.
This is my way.
It's probably Japanese.
Oh, so they did have it in Japanese? What
I don't
was
know.
was P3K the first Asian like China set?
No.
What was?
Mirage was the first Japanese set.
Let's keep going. I'm trying to find something. Yeah, so I had to spend $70 on that. Oh God, what do I do with my life?
These pictures.
All right, let's get this in here.
So $70 on a foreign black border.
Yeah, which it doesn't feel that bad. I know it sounds like it would feel bad, but it doesn't. Because
I mean,
I
you
also
know
got.
what, Dave?
It almost looks Korean.
No, that's Japanese.
Okay.
I thought Japanese had like the subtext on top, but there's also.
It's
Not
got-
always.
It's got the little loop thing, I think. So
I had to buy Crusades.
that Crusade is not English either. That's
Yeah, they're all foreign black border.
that one might be
There might be.
Chinese.
I might try to go get this entire deck foreign black border.
really.
Mm-hmm. Like it just felt cool as fuck. Like, let's see what languages does it give me. There's Korean.
There's Japanese. Go look at the Japanese.
Yeah, it's definitely Japanese.
There it is.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
that's definitely Japanese.
$70, and I
Yeah.
know where to get them. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking about getting 4 Savannah Lions. But I also want to be a monster and make it white border it. Just ruin the
I
card.
hate
Yeah.
you so much.
Well, it's white weenie. It's hard not to. Yeah, see.
Oh, you mean white border it for fun, not like take your Japanese one and white border it?
No. Take my Japanese
Okay.
one and white border it.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Dude, you're ruining like
I don't care. Yeah, these are
4
going to go
less out there in the world.
good. They'll be
You're
exclusively to me. So yeah, they didn't really have Savannah Lions until 8th edition was the next time they printed it. Or I thought there was a 7th edition one. But yeah, so it's really hard to find that art. It's kind of annoying, for sure. So that was
Cool format.
It is.
I need to finish building my deck for it.
yeah.
You need to play 4 strip mines if you weren't.
I don't know if you need to. I'm gonna go up to 2.
I think you need to. On aggro, for sure.
No way.
Especially if you're playing land tax, dude. Come on.
Land text can't grab strip mine.
I know
No,
it can,
but it
you just
allows
get
you to
everything else.
trigger land
It
tax.
doesn't allow. You're still 1-for-1ing, but at some point your lands will stop flowing and theirs won't, and you'll just get a bunch of free lands.
Yeah, maybe. I'll have to try different
Definitely.
versions. I'll try it because the version I have here, is gonna cut the islands, play 4 City of Brass. So I need to go get 2 more of those.
Yep.
Gonna cut the Sarah Angels. Didn't like those. Gonna cut the Crusades.
Yeah, they seem bad for your deck.
And then I'm gonna add 4 the Ifrit, the Serendip Ifrit.
The blue one.
Mm-hmm. Add
Yeah.
4 of those. Add probably a Psionic Blast. Cut down to 1 Armageddon. Didn't need 2. Up the land tax, and then the problem is like with this strip mine plan when it's quad strip mine, it's other decks play like lightning bolts. So they only need a red source, or they play Psionic Blast or things that are singular source. Whereas my deck is double white, double white, double white, double. It's like a lot of double white.
I guess.
So
I didn't think about that part.
like I need to yes I have a Pearl, yes I have a Lotus, but like I want to have games where I go like I can go Plains Savannah Line, Plains White Knight. If I play 4 strip mine, that takes that ability kind of away from me to go like curve out like turn 1,
Hear
turn
me
2,
out.
3.
Tabernacle of the Pendrel Veil.
That card would smoke me, but I did have 2 Disenchant in the main. That card was awesome.
Right. Well, that won't stop it. It does get killed by strip mines.
Oh shit, Tabernacle. No, I mean whatever. I'll just pay it. Bloop. No, format fucking rules though. I was surprised how much I enjoyed it because I was expecting it to be not that great, and then I was like, oh, it's more emblematic of it's. Let me say this: old school is closer to standard Magic of Charge of Alara block than Charge of Alara block is to current standard.
True. I
Like
can agree to
for
that.
real, like cards aren't
Cards
all
have gotten
just crazy.
so complicated.
Or yeah, like every single card is just. I mean, Jeff can speak more to it. Like standard is just off the fucking rails, dude. Like
it's about to get worse.
I mean, it's giant.
I don't know if you guys saw the ruling of how copying a miracle trigger works. So, like, let's say you go to Miracle and you have a trigger, and I play Return the Favor and copy that Miracle trigger. I get to cast your Miracle spell, and you do not.
He's on the main set.
No, I know. I'm just saying
okay.
in general, like that. Well, so there's the
This
dragon.
card is
from,
$80. Chill out, people.
Dude.
There's the dragon from Strixhaven that makes all your spells have Miracle for 2.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, there are those moments where it kind of happen. But it's just like interactions like that didn't exist back then.
Sure.
Like, and if they did, they just never came up. Like, I don't know. Magic is
Well, it was
becoming
really hard to cobble together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way back when.
Magic is
Now it's just
becoming
what it
more and
is.
more. I want to say complicated, but I don't think that's the right word. It's just getting more complex, I guess would be
Convoluted.
Yeah.
We'll use some more keywords. Complex, convoluted, complicated.
Dude,
It's just more
sucks.
complex because stacks are getting like bigger. There's more interaction, like because every card does something besides just one thing.
I was gonna say stacks. I don't think are getting bigger. I do think cards are just doing more stuff, which means more actions happen in a given turn.
Yeah,
I mean,
everything's like a self-fulfilling
turn-
prophecy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Power creep is just gonna be like, it's just gonna keep getting bad. We can't ever stop power creeping because otherwise you're gonna end up with like an unplayable format for a long time till everything rotates and resets.
Yeah, I mean that's what happened
Gotta
with
go
that's
up,
what happened
dude.
with Kamigawa. Kawayama was
Well, and
a
Ixalan
response.
originally, Ixalan too
Yeah, that too.
was really bad.
Those were good responses to like Mirrodin came out and that was like, oh, this is like the best thing you could ever do. It's better than like everything that exists in Legacy and Vintage. And then Kamigawa came back and it was just like the polar opposite. It was like everything fucking stinks. like
Well, and these were also in time periods where rotation was like smaller, but now like you power creep, you got to wait 3 years.
yeah, I think I want 2-year rotation back, but I think
I want 1 year rotation.
no, because that's just I guess it's not blocking more when you have 7 sets a year.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The problem is with the 1 year rotation. Like, do you remember?
It is a lot. You're spending a lot, but
well, it's
you're
not
already
even,
doing that anyways.
yeah, that's happening no matter what. With like 1 year rotation, what happens when it rotates? Do you just start with set number 1 and only play with one set and then build upon that, or how would you do that?
Well, you do it. You do it October to October.
Yeah, so I'm saying 1 year,
Yeah.
October goes out, new set comes in, all the cards before that are gone. You have one set.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Like when you, so
You're playing sealed
I guess
for the first
I guess
2
it would
months.
be like a constant rotation at the point because you'd have to do when a set has reached being in standard for a year, it rotates out itself.
Yeah, they tried doing that and they walked that back so fast. You remember that?
Yeah, it lasted like what, like one rotation?
Didn't even do a rotation.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it did or not.
Yeah, it was. They were like, "This is our new block structure." So anytime that what we're gonna have, it was. So people were like, "You're taking it from 2 years of standard to 1 year and a half," because it was only standard was only going to be ever 6 sets, and it was going to be big set, small set, big set, small set, big set, small set. Remember, it was like they were starting off with cons of Tarkir. They were going to go into the Fate Reforged, and that was going to be the first, and then the next one was Dragons Tarkir, and then they were just going to keep going like that. like big set, small set until they didn't, and that lasted all the way through. I think Ixalan was big then small because Ixalan, then there's Rivals of Ixalan.
Didn't they have it for War of the Spark too?
No, War of the Spark was the isolated set. They did not have a follow up set
Was
after
it?
that.
Well, what was the one before that? It was like
Dominant Area.
Return.
No, it wasn't.
So it was Guilds of Ravnica.
Yep, but those are also
Ravnica,
big sets. They were alone.
Legions,
Yeah, those were also isolated.
Alliance.
Yeah. Those were also isolated sets, and those came out after War. It was either before or after the War of the Spark. I don't remember.
It was
War of the
before.
Spark was the third one in that block.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember that. So it was big, small. I remember it was like
It was big, small, big.
Yep.
how so?
So Guilds of Ravnica was big.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ravnica, or maybe it was big, big, big.
I think they're all isolated
three-
sets because they got rid of the model of big, small because people didn't like drafting big, small because we used to have to do
You
a
definitely drafted. I'm pretty sure you drafted Guilds and Ravnica
I'm pretty
Alliance
sure you did,
together.
too.
no, you didn't.
Oh,
They
okay.
were isolated. You could have, but they were triple. Like the model for drafting in that time period was like
Was 3 of 1 set.
we're always going to do 3 of 1 set because it's a better
Okay.
draft experience. Because we had the last double set was like it was at Kaladesh into Aether Revolt, and then we had was it Amon Ket into Hour of Devastation, and then we went to War of the Spark.
Ravnica, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Ravnica, and then that War of the Spark.
I do believe they were considered a block. You just didn't draft them together.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah. So the idea, they were gonna do that for like a year, and everybody's like, "Yeah, I want my cards to last longer." And I think that would have been the best idea because every 3 months you lose something and then you gain something. You know, like
Well, it keeps it ever changing, and if a card becomes problematic, like you don't have to like auto drop the ban hammer unless it's something like extremely like and like toxic, like when they released Sihili with Guardian.
Yeah.
Like obviously that had to be banned because you couldn't play anything but that. Or like Vivi, like sure, I get those need to be banned, but if you're, rotating every year and a half, like you're not dealing with that as much. Like look at how long we've had Cauldron in standard right now.
It's just miserable.
And it
It's
still
like,
doesn't rotate till next year.
well,
Yeah.
and they don't want to get rid of it because they don't want to completely destroy the format and upend it all the way.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's just bad.
Got to bring back not foundations, but like I would
It gets stale.
Or sets.
bring back corsets because do you remember the response to fairies?
Oh yeah.
Great
Great
Sable
Sable
Stag.
Stag.
Yep. What a good card.
Even though that was like a terrible design because it's just like this one card is supposed to counter an entire deck, which is just not a good design.
I mean it pretty much did.
It was fine.
well, like when you print cards, they're just like this card is
Bolt
meant to.
existed, so it just got bolted.
Yeah, but fairies at the time was just blue black. Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
then get over it and deal with the card.
Yeah, that's fair. You're absolutely right in that sense.
Agreed. In that situation you can, but like again with 3-year and stuff like that, you can't allow Vivi to just exist because there was no way to deal with it.
Well, if they had a corset, we would have had something coming. It could have just been like
Exactly.
City in the Bottle, where it's just like you play this card,
You can
exile.
play anything for Final Fantasy.
What? No, just no. Yeah, no universe. They need to do City in the Bottle for UB.
That'd be crazy.
If
That
this
would be
card
the
was
most expensive card ever printed for the amount of people that hate UB, dude.
Yep. It'd be wild.
I
how many
stand
people would
with
buy it.
the UB haters.
Make it a box topper, and that card would be thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I stand with the UB haters.
Yeah, I know you do. You're wrong.
It has to be old. It has to be old border too, without the stamp on it.
I've stood with them my whole life.
You know, they have to be like, let's really lean into it.
Yeah. Avenge is such a cool name, but they wasted it on a UB card.
Which one?
So there's like cards. I don't know if you ever look at like old cards, they just have like singular like names, like like rage or whatever, like things like that, and their own like berserk.
Anger.
Yeah, and they're used. Well, anger is actually like playable, but there's a lot of cards that were just like awesome names, where they're like one name things, and they're just put on a card that's absolutely dog shit, like just unplayable gobbledygook.
Search the word kill. See if there's a card just called kill.
No, not yet. That's not gonna help me. Nope. Like murder. Murder was a great one.
Yeah.
And that was just put on like a really subpar card. But
What, that card was great.
no, like
3 mana unconditional removal.
we already had Hero's Downfall before it.
I thought we got Hero's Downfall after.
So murder came out what, M13?
I thought it was M12.
No.
Well, Hero's Downfall fit thematically with the set too, because it was supposed to be like a
Westeros, yeah.
Greek. Yeah, it's like a Greek story. So it's like
M13, yeah.
the heroes get killed.
So I guess correction to what I meant with it, I guess, is it was the first non-rare unconditional removal.
That's
Because
fair.
Hero's Downfall was the rare.
Yeah, and I got eventually downshifted, and now it's unplayable. That card was like, it's crazy that like Hero's Downfall was. It's not crazy, but it's just like
Is it sorcery? I can't
it's
remember.
instant. It was good.
Okay. Yeah, it's kill target creature or planeswalker.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first card that killed a planeswalker too, I do believe.
That specifically said that, unless was no Dreadbore was first.
Dreadbore was returned to Ravnica. That was after M13, wasn't it?
No. So it's Return to Ravnica because we went Return to Ravnica into Theros block because we went Return to Ravnica plus what was this Innistrad.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a small time, and then I remember Putrefy came out, and you didn't have to play.
You know, staring at these old sets, I was trying to remember the name of the card, and I finally did. The card that's like City in the Bottle.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of Apocalypse Chime?
I've seen the card. I could not tell you for the life of me what it does.
It's a card from Homelands.
Mm-hmm.
Artifact for 2.
Yeah.
Pay 2, tap it, sacrifice it. Bury all cards from the Homelands expansion, so it killed its own set.
They're like, we got to print these inside. Well, I mean,
because everyone hated Homelands so much.
Do you remember? Like,
Could you imagine drafting that format where everyone's playing this card?
There was like a critical decision that Magic made that kept it, because the original. So like, there's Alpha through Alpha, the base set, right? And it was missing Volcanic. Beta included Volcanic. Unlimited was so they could get into players' hands because there just wasn't enough of this stuff. And then Arabian Nights was going to come out. And this was like a critical decision that I think Garfield and the boys made. They were like, we're going to do Arabian Nights, but we're going to give it its own back because they were treating the game like a board game. And it was going to be an expansion of like a board game. But somebody at the last minute said, you know what? Let's not do an Arabian. Stupid. We're not gonna do an Arabian Nights card back. We're just gonna make it a Magic the Gathering card back, and that's like how, like, who knows what would have happened if it would have had Arabian Nights.
Some of them got out the test print.
They did, but
with the backing.
Yeah, with the Arabian Nights background, which is it's like purple. But you know how much harder it is to like connect your card game when it's got 2 different backs. Like, who knows? Like, if people would have been like, this is the Arabian Nights card game versus,
especially back then.
Well, that was when they decided that they originally stated they would never change the Magic back, right? Because I remember there was the huge uproar when the Werewolves came out because everyone was like, they said they would never change the back.
Yeah.
Now your cards have like 6 different sides with 6 different cards on them.
Yeah. I guess it still said Magic the Gathering. But yeah. So I can't wait till we have our first 3-sided card where we have to fold it origami.
They were pretty close with Meld, man. That's almost like 3-sided card.
Yeah, Meld sucked. They Meld sucked. It just
So
yeah.
I was thinking about it because I've been hearing a lot of people talking about like when eventually we hit animes for UB because it's going to happen, like it's inevitable.
What
And let's say
anime?
they do, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Do you think Gogeta is going to be a meld card?
Yeah, it will be. I mean,
Where
it's
did
just,
this come from?
I don't know. I just like it. No, they we're at the point where it's like you can have the back of the card be a reference to. I'll show you a card design I made a while back when I was like dicking around with like custom cards. We don't have to do it on air because it's boring as fuck for the audio listener. But yeah, it's just I'll show you a design that I thought of, and I think it's like smart. Rosewater, give me a call. I got something for you. But yeah, I got it. I have plenty of, and it's not just like a custom Cux card where it's just all it is just like here's a card with 3 different abilities on it. They're all busting as fuck. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
But anyways, all right.
They got to print it on the side of the card, and it
I'll
comes
show
with
you.
a magnifying glass, and you have to use it to read the ability.
I mean, every set now has a flip card, so you're always having to take cards out of the sleeve. Whereas, like that was like the biggest contention from like a playing standpoint. Like, how obnoxious is it to have to take this out of the sleeve?
So
Remember
there's
when
one
people
thing
would
I'll
get
say.
banned for like seeing cards through the sleeves? I can't remember the last time that happened to someone.
Yeah,
There's
that was
one
the
thing
thing
I
that
want to say
happened.
about old school that I don't like in particular. It's that if I were to go to a different state
Mm-hmm.
and I were to bring my deck, my Eternal Central deck, there's no guarantee that it is allowed to be played in whatever format. You know,
I
in
mean,
like
I
if
imagine
I
they
go to
would
the East
post
Coast.
which version of the format they're
Yeah,
playing.
that it's like I said, if these guys could just get together and stop being curmudgeons, but they all think they're the right format.
Right.
So good luck. For sure. It's funny that time vault is legal. It's not very good. There's no really
What are you
good way
gonna
to.
do with it?
You can't untap it. There's no Voltaic key yet.
Yep.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of cards that do that. Yeah. All right. You guys ready to have a 2-card combo contest?
I don't know
Yeah.
what that means, but sure.
So Jeff and
I don't
JB.
either.
Yeah. So I'll say the I'll say the rules. You have to give me a 2-card combo that is able to end the game, meaning that you win the game against somebody.
Oh, you have to win, so it can't be a 2-card combo that could possibly make you lose.
There are
'Cause
those.
that ends the game.
That's what I said. I stated that you have to win the game. The rules are if you, so whoever goes first, like right now, I'm gonna eliminate Channel Fireball. That's a known 2-card combo.
I'm using this one.
But if once one person says like Channel Fireball, the other person can't go like Channel Emrakul. It's got to be 2 different cards.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cool doesn't win you the game, but sure.
It's fair. Yeah, I would just
it up,
use that as
boss.
an example. So you cannot use channel disintegrate. Like insert 30 variants of Fireball. Once channel and or Fireball have been said, you have to choose 2 separate cards that are also a 2-card combo with end games. Okay. So
Got
who
it.
wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Thassa's Oracle, Demonic Consultation.
Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
JB.
Pestermite and Splinter Twin.
All right. Nice.
Sanguine Bond, Exquisite Blood.
Okay.
Lemnity, Decree of Silence.
Uh,
Does that count? That's what I'm questioning because that says
Doesn't
like
count.
no one can
Doesn't,
cast.
doesn't
No.
count. Doesn't count.
No one can cast any
The
cards.
Sage you can
forever
stop it,
except-
and it doesn't mean you can win the game.
Okay, well then I lose.
All right. That's
come on, try one more time.
yeah.
No, I don't know, dude. I do
Come
not.
on, Dual Caster Mage, Twin
card
Flame.
combos. Huh?
Dual Caster Mage, Twin Flame, Niv
Nope.
Mizzet, Curiosity.
Nope.
Restoration Angel, Kiki Jiki.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess Kiki Jiki that one actually.
Yeah.
Even do Aetherflux Reservoir and Exquisite Blood.
The problem is
Well, you
I just
can't-
like
you already
don't
used
know
Exquisite
any.
I
of the
know.
games.
I'm just saying, like there's so many combos, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about EDH.
World
That's why it's
Gorger
terrible
Dragon,
for me to
Animate
pick this.
Dead. Even though that needs like a third component, but you can generate infinite mana with that.
That's bullshit. Because then I need a third component to
That's
win
fine,
with
that's
my.
fine,
You
that's
can't
fine.
cast
Walking
any
Ballista
spells.
and Heliod.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Bowmasters and Peer into the Abyss.
No.
That doesn't
does
always
not
kill. That
interest me,
doesn't
man.
always kill, but neither does Channel Fireball. But in the context, but those are famous two
Yeah,
card
it does.
combos.
You make them draw half the. I mean,
But they're at
in
100
a
life.
1v1.
Yeah,
Fair.
That's what I'm saying.
JB doesn't know dick.
I
can
don't.
tell.
Dude, what do you want from me? I don't play EDH.
He's
I
like
just,
a.
I don't.
You could have.
I
I
don't
would have
care.
accepted Thespian Stage, Dark Depths.
No, you
That is
wouldn't
a-
have.
Yes,
That's
it
a
does.
combo.
That's 100%. Because it
It's
falls
a
on
combo, but it doesn't win you the game.
the fuck
I
it
lose
doesn't.
all the time doing that combo. I can tell you it
You're
doesn't
absolutely
win you the
right.
game.
But when you do achieve the combo, people lose to counterspell. That doesn't mean that every combo is not available.
Kiki Jiki and
Like Channel Fireball is
Self
not good if someone
Conflict.
goes like, "I'll just gain 1 life." You're just like, "Meh, I gain 1 life. You lose."
That's what I'm saying is like, so you could do like Power Artifact and Basalt Monolith, infinite mana. Okay, now
Well,
what?
you're correct that you need a third card component, which would not make it right.
Narset Reversal, Twin Cast.
That's
Like
not
all
working.
these
What
all these
about
things require more.
Scurry Oak and Ivy Lane Denizen?
Yeah,
What
that's
the
fine.
hell is that? I don't even know what
So
that card
Scurry
is.
Oak says whenever a counter is put on a creature you control, make a
A 1/1
the
squirrel,
squirrel.
and
And
then Ivy
then
does it.
Ivy says whenever a green creature enters, put a counter on it, so it goes infinite.
It's similar to Kiki Jiki's like variants.
Yeah, except it cannot attack the turn you do it
Yeah.
because you don't have haste.
But those are essentially, from a commander standpoint, it's like, here's my 2-card combo that wins me the game. Someone's got to do something. And if they don't, you'll win the game. Whereas, like, there's
Godo and Helm of the Host.
yeah, there you go. There's a lot of them, dude. You can go on and on. JB just doesn't know any of this because I don't think when he builds commander decks, he looks for 2-card combos. He just says, here's the cards that I own, and I'm going to go play these.
Back
that's
in
EDH.
Traumatize. Come on, JB.
That's nice.
I mean, there's well, it's the
You could have sent Karn and Mycosynth. I guess
like
that doesn't
Leveler
guarantee
and
a
Jake-
win.
if Beseiju
wielder-
didn't exist,
right?
I would say like those don't really count. But because Beseiju's like such a real card, like all that shit.
You
kinda
still
went to the-
can't. You can't tap green
What are you talking about?
if you
Mycosynth?
do Karn and Mycosynth.
Okay, I thought
You can't.
I
You can't activate artifacts.
No, but in response,
But you could
to the
float it in
Mycosynth, you
response.
can
I guess
float
that is
green and
true.
then
You would
shoot.
have to have it in that exact.
Yeah,
mode.
most people did. That's why. Yeah, fair enough.
That's what I'm saying. Is a lot of these.
Or just have
two-card
an Elvish
combos
Spirit
you're
Guide.
talking about,
Could have done Chain of Smog and
Witherbloom Apprentice.
yeah, there you go.
It goes on.
Thassa's Oracle and Thought Lash.
You
I
already
already
said
said Thassa's
you could do
Oracle.
Lab Man and Thought Lash. Jace the what's the 4-mana Wielder of Mysteries plus
Wielder
Yep.
Mysteries, yeah.
Leveler.
Yeah.
God, you don't
Said
know
that one,
nothing.
buddy. You're way behind.
Yeah, you said Leveler. I missed
Yeah,
it.
I did.
My bad, dude. All right, let's get into the last part I want to talk about.
That's the problem is you're sitting here acting like I play EDH enough to know all these weird combos. Not
Bro, I
weird,
don't
but,
even.
like all
Most
these
of these I
combos
don't even
people
know
talk
from EDH. I've just seen them played throughout the years.
Yeah, dude, there's just
about.
cool
Yeah,
shit.
in EDH.
No, I'm saying like in formats,
Yeah,
a lot
people-
of these existed. You also could have said the one I said before we played, which was Sahelia and Guardian.
Fell out our Guardian. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's like, I mean, there's a million variants of Twin. That's pretty much all my EDH decks. They just do
I know. I
they
played
just,
them.
they just do various things like that.
All
So-
Tony is.
All right. So one of the things why I think Milwaukee is we're so blessed to be in the Magic community here. We have a very diverse community in the sense of you can play your flavor of Magic wherever you want without having to drive like more than 20 minutes. I don't believe that is true of other states. I've talked to Magic players that were from Milwaukee that have moved to other states and have not had the ability to play anything other than Commander because it's all that any other cities do, I should say. I shouldn't say all, but I say this because I don't see a lot of content being made about non-Commander stuff because it's so promoted, and then just the internet is just so they talk about Commander all the goddamn time.
I don't. So one thing I will say about that, like I agree with you about Milwaukee. I mean, I think there are a lot of like big city states that might have like close to what we have, But I feel like the reason we see that content is because Commander is so pushed. Like, why would you make content about Modern or Legacy when 90% of the people that are looking for content are looking for Commander?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's an issue. I mean, because Commander is so casual friendly, it's just so hard for anything outside
It's
of that
not,
to
though.
take hold.
I mean, if the downside is that if you're starting a store today and you want players to show up, I think you have to start with
Right.
Commander. Like,
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that or have like really good prize payouts to bring in people that are more.
even then, like, you're taking a hit for how long?
No, agreed.
So the other thing I'll say, like, I know the East Coast, they have a good density of just people, so they're going to get a variety. The downside that they don't have like what Milwaukee has, from like an RCQ standpoint, there's posts all the time about like, hey, I live on the East Coast and every RCQ is always max filled, and if you're not there, like some of them don't let pre-reg, so people like have to come 3 hours early and stand in the line outside the store and then still not make it in the RCQ, like things like that. Or
Is it that busy?
yeah, or the RCQ is so massive where it's like, oh, this is a 9 round RCQ, like this is not cool. Like those aren't what they're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's gotta suck when you're only playing for one invite.
Yeah. So like it's a good like tournament Magic scene, but like I think we get the best worth. I don't know what the volume is because I haven't gone in RCQ.
Average
20?
is like 12 to like 32. Like
Yeah.
it definitely varies on the format and the store.
For sure. So there's that range of it where it's like I think you can go and play like a higher level tournament and still get in without any worry about not getting in your foot in the door. And then thankfully we have the Mana Vault here, and they host a huge variety of tournaments, and they're pretty good at like broadcasting that, and people come travel for them, so you can kind of do your different flavors, and they're especially nice with like proxy friendly. Like I don't like CDH, but CDH is offered there.
Right.
Their tournaments sell out too.
Oh
like,
yeah, it's
most of the time.
yeah, people like it. Like it's great. A shout out to Game Universe as well too. They have 3 different locations that I've been to all 3. Been going there since '09. Like
Right. And
Yep.
it's always you'll go there and there'll be space.
there's
And
space,
it's like
there's
it's never
people.
cramped,
Yeah,
never-
it doesn't always have to be maxed out, like which is nice. Like it's kind of getting it out, and from me, like it's 5 minutes from our house, which is awesome. And then
right.
last one I'll shout out is Pink Bunny Games. I work there, so I'm a little biased there, but they really do have literally everything. Like from a sealed product standpoint, they have every single Commander deck that has ever existed times 50. They have every single collector booster, that exists, and then if there's a card that you absolutely need, it's probably in that store, like somewhere. Like sometimes they don't have the ability to go get it because it's in the backlog of things they have to process, but it's somewhere in there. And he goes to say, like, I needed 4 Thunder Spirits. Like, there's no way in hell I was going to be able to find it anywhere else other than there. I went there and they're like, yeah, we have 4. Like, what the fuck? Give me your cheapest variants. Like, we have English ones. We got, which one do you want? I'm like, I want that one. Like, it was like, oh yeah, I forget that this is, yes, they come in at like a premium, but for the most part, like, it's that on demand. Like, if you want something right now and not have to wait for it to come on through, like, and I don't know how much you guys are all buying product like online, but you can get it there and
Actually
then
don't.
yeah. So I
I
always
try not to if I can get it locally.
I've
I'll go
always
to a
liked
couple
that.
different shops.
Like, and I follow other content creators and also people that are in the RCQ tournament. They're like, well, I had to play not the right variant of my deck because I went to 7 stores and nobody had this card, right? And like, I'm under duress right now because I have a TCG order that I put in 2 weeks ago, and I'm still waiting on it through TCG Player Direct. Not here to trash them. I'm not happy about that. It should have been here by now.
Right.
Fucking hurry up! Like, I'm waiting to play it modern, and I
Talking
can't.
about it for your modern deck.
Yeah, it's so annoying. Like, I'm just so tired of it.
Well,
like, I put the order
I'm
in, so
not
it's
going
like,
to that RCQ, by the way.
okay,
I'm gonna pre-release instead.
is that this week?
Yep, that's this weekend.
Yeah, I see you going on this weekend. Jesus Christ! I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's on Father's Day on Sunday.
Oh, No, I'm good.
That's why I wanted to go because I was like, man, maybe there will only be like 2 people that show up.
And just get like an invite.
Mm-hmm.
So I think all those things are why the Milwaukee's. We're very blessed, like incredibly blessed. And then also like Madison's less than an hour from us, and so does Chicago. So we have like this weird like, if you're not getting the itch that you need here, you can go travel
There's
an
an
hour.
option.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right. I mean, we have guys who are regular Tigers, play Legacy stuff like that. Two of them have moved to Illinois. They're on the border, but they'll come up like every other week or every couple of weeks to
shoot the
play
shit.
Legacy on Fridays or on Tuesdays, just because it's like, okay, it's an hour away. I can make time in my day to do that, so I'm gonna come up and play Legacy because I know it's available and I know people will be there.
That's
What
huge.
what I also like about like being in Wisconsin specifically is all of the major cities in the Midwest that do hold like RCs, like the SCGs, like MagicCon stuff like that, are all within driving distance.
Yeah, like 1 hour a
Like
pop.
the farthest you have to drive would be like the Twin Cities, which is like 6 hours, and that's still like completely manageable.
Yeah, for sure. We're blessed in the sense of like every Friday you can probably, like, if it wasn't for the Tigers, I don't know if you could go play vintage every Friday, but like
Nope.
like they carry their vintage decks, they carry their I think, I don't know, JB could speak more to that. But they have a different Eternals formats, Canadian Highlanders amongst them. We have awesome.
Some of them even do Tiny Leaders.
Yep, and then we also.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I believe you.
They were playing Tiny Leaders the other day. I was like, what are you guys doing? I can't make 100 decks and always have them on me. I can't do this.
I want to say it was Manivault. I saw that they changed their FNM structure for 60 card to specifically be whatever format that the RCQ is.
Yeah.
So like now that it's modern RCQ, their FNMs on Friday are modern, whereas before it was standard. And I think that's a good thing because like the people that are going to be going to FNMs nowadays normally are your RCQ grinders.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're very fortunate in that sense, which I can't say it enough. Like, if I need to go pay out of pocket for cards, I have a spot. If I want a lot of different, like Manivault is gonna do, they do biannually, or not biannually, semi-annual. Is that what it's called? Where it's half a year. Where they do the ice cube and then they do the barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, if you love cube, they have a 64 player event every 6 months that involves obscure different types of cubes plus a vintage cube, and like there's awesome and cool prizes for that. So just we get a lot of different things, and the hardest part is
a lot of stuff.
I mean,
here's the key, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can make a small group and you guys are enthusiastic and welcoming, you can make it grow.
Yeah.
You can. Are you going to always get people to play whatever goofy format you bring every day? No, but people will try things. So even if you only have EDH in your area and you want to start trying 60 card, go to the EDH nights, play with them, talk with them, get to know them, start bringing your 60 card decks, say, hey, you want to try out this? Try out new formats, get people to try things. You can be the change.
Yeah, I mean, it starts off small, right? And then you slowly, incrementally build, like, hey, come play with us. Oh, you did, come play with us. And then it builds and builds and builds. The thing is, JB's 100% right. You can be the change, because I remember GU on Tuesdays used to not fire drafts. You know, I'd show up every Tuesday, and then you'd get the classic person calling, should I drive out there? How many people you got? Do you have 8? Because if you need 2, we'll come. But if you have 4, we're not coming. Like that kind of shit. And like the perfect response is, the only way to know if it's gonna fire is if you show up. If you don't show up, if 7 different people call me and say, how many people are at the store, and I tell 7 different people one, they're all gonna say I'm not showing up. But if they all just show up because it's gonna be, then now you have an 8-man draft, right? And there was a person here that was actually very vocal and brought people like, hey, come draft here, come draft here, and then like shout out to Greg for doing that, because it built that draft community. And now, like, for me, Game Universe every Tuesday still has drafts. Like that has not changed. I don't think they've missed a draft night for like 20 years, maybe aside from the COVID block.
Yeah.
Right.
Like maybe not 20 years, for 15 years. Like that's crazy. Like to not have like a draft night firework. I mean, we've all been to the stores where you're like, you show up and like, yeah, we will fire this event, and then
Nobody's there.
yeah, you're just like standing there with like just like, okay, let me just go through all your trade stuff or your binders, and it's been an hour after. I guess we'll leave. You know.
Well, I mean, like you have to be okay with small groups at the start. You just do.
Yeah, 4-man drafts,
back
6
when
mans, 5 mans.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Is back when we used to play Legacy at GU way back when on Wednesday nights.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it
we'd get
started
like
off like 4 people.
4 to 6 people.
Yeah.
And it'd be semi-consistent, and then it grew to 8, and then it kind of, and then I kind of fell off of Magic. So,
What I think really helped with that though is in the beginning is all of the entry fee was put into store credit right away. There was no big. Because I remember the first one I won playing Belcher, and there was like 7 or 8 people that showed up, and I got like $100 in store credit, and I bought an LED and a board game, which is crazy to say, but
what a statement! What a statement!
And you were allowed 15 free proxies because it wasn't sanctioned, and every proxy pass that was like an extra, like I think 50 cents towards your entry, which would increase the prize payout if you played more proxy.
Yep.
And like I remember going like a couple times after that, and there was like 20 people that showed up for Legacy, and this was back when like Legacy, at least in Milwaukee, was not that big.
No.
And it was relatively cheap back then compared to what it is now.
Yeah, I bought
like I
got for
an LED for like $50. So
yeah, it's just what I should have, could have, should have invested every single penny I had instead of not buying ice cream sundaes with my friends.
But to be fair, at that time, I also I bought a playset of Stifles at like $40 a piece. That card's like $1 now.
Yeah, bad beats. Well, not the old ones. If you saw those old ones are money.
Oh god, no! I got rid of them. I think at like 30.
Yeah, I whiteboarded mine, so they're basically damaged. But yeah, Scrooge ones are about $30, $35. They've held a solid price. A fucking foil one's $400. Goddamn.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Sick. That's all I gotta say, dude. I don't know. I'm really happy. Looking forward to playing some Modern. Once my cards fucking show up. Once they do, I'm excited to try to delve back into that format. And then I think I'm an old school.
Let me know. We can get some play testing in.
I need reps, and then obviously like I have to do some moto grinding because I'm a little out of favor on the format.
Until you get used to the decks matchups and like understand where you should be sideboarding.
So when I was playing old school, I thought I was gonna have like a really hard time. Nah, it kind of after like so round 1 I lost, but I played. I was like, hey, I lost because I lost really quickly because he tripled him to target me in the game 2. I got my twisted. I was like, okay, that's that. We played like 6 more games after, so I could just get some reps. I was like, okay, I see like how to flow my deck. Like I am seeing that, and then as I was playing other rounds, I'm like, sideboarding was tough. Not gonna lie. I was like, shit, what do I bring in? He's playing swaps. I gotta bring in Karma. That card. I was like, oh fuck. Yeah. No, I just gotta get some reps in, but.
Good.
Yeah,
I love it.
That card. Very funny. But yeah. Sweet, man. Fun episode. Go to your Marvel pre-releases this week. I don't plan on attending one. If I was gonna attend one, it'd be the early bird on Friday. Thank God they don't do midnight releases anymore.
Why not? You don't want to do that?
I don't think stores
those days, man.
I don't think stores offer them anymore. But I do remember going to like the 2 stores in the area that offered it and just being there till 4 in the morning and then just being cooked the next day because it's not a good idea to do that. But yeah,
Josh told me his hot take for the week, by the way.
What, pizzas over hot dogs?
No, his hot take is motorcycles suck in Magic and Pokemon. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Motorcycles suck in pet. Okay, nice. Bye all.